Hello everyone. So I'm hoping to do a short video to explain the concept of zero liquidation, and hopefully by the time we are done you'll be able to understand how to strategically invest in a project and let it just stay there. You invest in that project and you keep on making money from the projects that you have invested in, even when the coin is going down. So if you don't have a knowledge of futures trading, then you may need to understand what futures trading is. But for the purpose of maybe a brief explanation, if you look over here on my Binance tab, you should be able to see trade at the bottom here and futures. Trade is like your normal spots. So this is where any coin you buy, if it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, it goes down. So if you're holding 1,000 pieces of a particular coin, wheresoever that coin is going, you still have 1,000 pieces. Your dollar rate might be changing. Let's say you bought it at, now it's trading at 6.1. So if it goes to 6.2, you know you're making a little profit. But if it comes down to 6.0, you are losing. But what remains important is this coin still remains yours. But in futures trading, which I will come back to in a moment, in futures trading the stakes are a little bit different. So you have the opportunity to invest with more than what you have. So let me go back to that my notes again. So let me say I had $1. So let me say I had $1 and I wanted to invest in a project, but I don't have much money. I could choose to use a 10x leverage. 10x leverage, right? So what that 10x leverage will do for me is to take down my $1, and Binance, for instance, will give me an extra $10 to trade with. Will give me an extra $10 to trade with. So if Binance gives me another $10 to trade with, so whereby if I was trading with $1 earlier, and with that $1 I was trading with, I start making, let's say, an extra 10%, or will be 10% of $1. That will be $1.1. So I made an extra $1.1 as profit without leverage, right? But if I'm using a leverage and they gave me $10, right? So, and I made 10%, right? See that 10% of $1 will give me another 10% of $10 will give me an extra $10. Why is that? Because I'm using a 10x leverage. I'm using a 10x leverage. So what will happen is that Binance will take back their $9 that they borrowed me and give me my $9 and my $10 as profit. But the bad side about this is that if I invested that my $1 that they gave me, and the coin goes sideways, let's say it goes to minus 10%, I will actually have $0 left. You see, so that's the disadvantage of it. So that is where this all this take out all of this. Okay, let's just leave it there for you to see. So now that's where zero liquidation comes into play, right? So that's where zero liquidation comes into play. Where zero liquidation comes into play is where your zero liquidation comes into play is that instead of now having, let's call this a step instead of a stop. So instead of now having don't mind this a little bit of issue here. So good. Very good. So instead of me now having $1 to trade with, we'll have another scenario. So let's say this time around my capital is $10. $10 capital. So let's say that my capital is $10. Instead of trading with $10, what I will just simply do is to enter a project with $1. Now what this means is, if the coin does an extra 10%, because I'm using a 10x, if the coin does 10% up, I will make an extra $1 because I am on 10x. I make an extra $1 because I am on 10x leverage. Let's go back. I'm on 10x leverage. I'm on 10x leverage. But if the coin goes down the other way, I'll be losing $1. But I will not lose all my money. Why? Because I still have $10. So what that gives me is that it will make whatever I'm trading with zero. It will be as if I'm trading with 100% $10, which means it will take 100% for my money to get liquidated. But I'm only using 10% of it. I will come down and say this again. Let's use a calculator, for instance. So over here I have a calculator. Follow me a little bit. So I had only $10 in my Binance account, for instance, and I've decided that I want to use just $1 for a 10x leverage. So if that money keeps going up, I'll make money, right? But if the coin rather keeps going up, I will make some good money. But if the coin keeps coming down, I will be losing $1. But at no point will I lose my $10 completely, because a good project can never go down 100%, never. And this is where it becomes interesting, and this is what I really want to talk about. How do you increase your profits? How do you increase your profits on this method of zero liquidation? You need to have a steady capital investment. Steady capital investment. Steady capital investment. Good. What is steady capital investment? That's the first thing you need to have. And then the second thing you need to think about is your chosen currency. Let's call it chosen coin. Good. So now let's assume that my steady capital investment, this means that at the end of every month, I want to have something I always throw into crypto. So let me say I've decided that I want to throw in $10 from my salary every month into cryptocurrency. So that $10 will be like, let's say, because it's tiny, let's say 17,000. By the time all those exchanges are finished pricing it, 17,000. It's telling me 12. Okay, let's just leave that. Let's just say 17,000 will be what my $10 is. So at the end of every month, I should be able to spare maybe 17,000 naira to throw into crypto. You may not be able to spare 17,000. You may be able to spare only $1, which is 1,700 thereabout, right? Now after every month, you're able to throw in this $10 into futures trading. When you throw in this $10 into futures trading, you use only 10% of it, which is the $1 we talked about from everything we've written, right? You throw in only $1, while the remaining 90 stays. Chances are that you'll be able to reap out something at the end of every month. And then if the currency is coming down and you buy, you'll be able to reduce your buying price from where it was. Take for instance, if you bought a coin at, let's say, $2, and now the coin has dropped to 1.8, you know you're making a loss, right? But because you now threw in another $10 at the end of the month, it's going to reduce your buying price from $2 to maybe 1.9. So that if the coin now passes 1.9, you're already in profit. That's one of the tricks I use. And then why we talked about chosen coin is, you want to always do this with one good currency. Take for instance, NOT. That's a NOT coin. You can even choose Solana, Just choose one very stable currency that you do this in. NOT coin, Solana, what have you. And then you throw in, after every capital, you throw in money into it. You realize that with time, you start making profit. And once you start making profit, you start hedging it. These are not things you might understand immediately, but sit down, watch this video again, listen to what I just said. It's not being taught everywhere, and not everybody have this idea. And you're just getting it for free. I may have time to do a more comprehensive video that will, show you pictures and images, stuff like that. But this is what will help you. So let's do a quick summary. Clear up the sheet. Let's clear up this sheet, this page. Okay. So now let's say all you have on a monthly basis. Monthly, you're throwing in $10 into crypto, but out of that $10, you're using only $1. Don't forget this. You're using only $1 to buy. So you're using only $1 to buy. Oh, so when you use this $1 to buy, let's say the coin I'm always buying every month is NOT coin. I'm a fan of NOT coin, so forgive me. So let's say the coin I'm buying every month is NOT coin. I'm throwing in $10 every month. So what will happen is that sometimes I will make profit, and even when I'm buying the NOT coin, let's say we threw in at NOT coin when NOT coin was let's say 0. Come on. Let's say 0.02, for instance. We bought high. So next month, NOT coin drops to 0.017. And then I just wait. At the end of my next month, I threw in another $10 that I use $1 to buy. And let's say I bought NOT coin at now 0.17. Call that 0.017, sorry. So what this will do is that it will bring my buying price. Don't forget, my initial buying price was 0.02. So it can just now reduce my buying price to 0. Now reduce it to 0.019, for instance. Good. So it means that once NOT coin passes 0.019, I'm in profit. But what is happening here is there is consistency in the amount of money I'm putting every month, and I'm using only 10% of it to trade. Each time I put in $10, I use only $1. Even if I'm putting $20, I'm using in 10%. So consistency in one particular coin. So 2 rules: consistency, always use 10% of whatever you throw in. You stick with your 10x leverage, and then you're always throwing in the money into one project. Eventually, you keep cashing out from these projects. You come every month, you do the same thing. If the currency drops in that month, you tell yourself, all right, this month I'm not making any profit. I'm just going to stick to the rule and throw in money. My buying price keeps coming down. Eventually, you always make profit from this. So this is one skill I want to talk about. If there's any confusion about this, you can always ask me on wherever you find this video. Let's say on YouTube here, And then you can also come to my group, which you will find in the description. Come to the group and you can throw in any question of your choice. Thank you.